What graphics settings matter for PC gaming benchmarks? Imagine trying to run your favorite game on a computer and wondering why the frame rates jump around so much. Or maybe you're trying to see how your hardware stacks up against others. Well, understanding which graphics settings impact benchmark scores can help you get consistent, meaningful results. When you tweak these settings, you change how much work your graphics card and processor have to do. That directly influences the frames per second you see during gameplay and the scores you get in benchmark tests. The first big factor is resolution. This is how many pixels your screen displays. Higher resolutions like 1920 by 1080 pixels or even 840 by 2160 pixels, which is 4 times more pixels, put a bigger load on your graphics card. When you increase resolution, your system has to process more data, which usually drops your frames per second. So, for benchmark, running tests at your monitor's native resolution gives the most realistic results. Lowering resolution can boost your frame rates, but it also makes the game look less sharp. Next, anti-aliasing is a setting that smooths out jagged edges on objects. It makes images look cleaner but is very demanding on your GPU. Techniques like supersampling anti-aliasing requiring a lot of processing power. Turning it down or off can give you a big jump in frames per second, which is useful for benchmark. Shadows are another heavy hitter. High-quality shadows requiring your graphics card to do extra calculations to make shadows look realistic. Reducing shadow quality or turning shadows off can improve performance significantly with only a small hit to visual quality. Reflections, especially real-time reflections on water or glass surfaces, also take a lot of GPU power. Lowering reflection quality can give you a noticeable boost in frames per second. Lighting effects such as volumetric lighting, ambient occlusion, and dynamic lighting add realism but also demand more from your hardware. Turning these down helps keep frame rates smooth during tests. View distance and level of detail settings control how far away objects are rendered and how detailed they appear. Lowering these settings can help your system run more efficiently, especially in large open-world games. Texture quality affects how detailed surfaces look. While it influences visual fidelity, it usually has less impact on performance unless your graphics card has limited video memory. Post-processing effects like motion blur, bloom, and depth of field add polish but can reduce frame rates. Disabling or lowering these effects makes benchmark more consistent and helps you see the true performance of your hardware. When conducting benchmarks, it's best to keep settings consistent across tests. Start with your monitor's native resolution for realistic results. Adjust shadows and reflections first because they cause the biggest performance differences. Then, tweak anti-aliasing to find a good balance between image quality and speed. By understanding how each setting impacts performance, you can better interpret benchmark scores and see how your system handles demanding visual features. This knowledge helps you optimize your gaming experience and compare hardware more accurately.